What's up, guys? This is a Sudoku puzzle that was created by Jonesy, who has made a lot of Sudoku puzzles, and they made this one as a tribute to Daniel Naroditsky. If you guys don't know who Daniel Naroditsky is, he was a chess grandmaster who tragically passed away in October of this year, 2025, at the age of 29. He would have been 30 years old this November. And it was a very sad thing. And this passing was especially difficult for me because I watched a ton of his content. I've been highly into the chess world, and I've been playing a lot of chess personally this past year, or the past few years, and Daniel Naroditsky is considered one of the best chess commentators and somebody who made a ton of content online, and he was one of the best chess educational channels out there. Like I said, this one affected me a lot. It affected me so much that his passing was part of the inspiration for me making a video on my other channel called October Leaves. And I got my report back because it's December, it's the end of the year, of the top 5 Twitch channels that I watched this past year, and Daniel Naroditsky made the top 5. I think he was number 5 or 4 for me. So I watched a lot of his chess live streams this year, like a lot, like so many hours. And so when he passed away, it genuinely affected me more than anything. Like, I've never had a person that I followed on social media pass away like that. Believe it or not, I literally watched some of his because I've been so sort of saddened by his passing. I've been watching a lot of his content, and literally today and yesterday I was watching some of his videos from his YouTube channel of him solving some advanced chess puzzles and stuff. So literally, like, this is still affecting me. So to have somebody create a Sudoku puzzle like this as a tribute to him, it's something that I could not pass by. I saw Cracking the Cryptic, a very large Sudoku channel, post. Simon posted his solve of this one today, and I watched the intro to the video. I haven't yet read the rules, or I don't yet. I don't know the rules of this, but I will read the rules to this puzzle here in a second. I want to remind you guys, I'm not a Sudoku expert. I'm not very great at these. It might take me a long time to solve it. If you guys would like to watch a Sudoku expert solve the puzzle, check out Simon's video on the Cracking the Cryptic channel. I'll post a link to his video in the description here. Most of the puzzles that I play on this channel are puzzles that they first post over on their channel, and I just kind of copy them. I take their video, and I take the puzzle that they solved, and I solved it on my channel. It's how I find out about a lot of these constructions. So with that being said, I'm going to take a moment here to read the rules. After I read the rules, if you guys would like to attempt to solve the puzzle yourself, I will post the link in the description. So here we go. I think this one has a list of rules that might be a little bit complicated here. So normal Sudoku rules apply. Digits in a cage. So these are cages. Digits in a cage will sum to the number in the top corner. So the 2 digits here will add to 9. The 2 digits here will add to 7, and so on. Digits in box 5. This is box 5 right here. All right, it goes box 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on to all 9. So this is box 5. Digits in box 5 must not see a digit of the same parity a knight's move away. Now, a knight's move away in chess is 2 one direction, 1 another direction. So if we're basing it off of this cell, a knight's move away would be all of these. So when it says parity here, what that means is odd versus even. So any digit in this box, all the digits in this box, I should say, they must not see a digit of the same parity a knight's move away. So for example, this one could not have any of these be the same as it. If this is an odd digit, none of these can be odd digits here. So that's what that means. So, okay. A king's move constraint is only applied to even digits. So, okay, that's a weird one, because normally they have a king's move constraint in these puzzles where a digit can't be next to another digit of, how do you say it? So, it's very obvious that if this is a 4, for example, that these two digits could not be 4s because they're right next to it. But with a king's move constraint, none of them around it could be a 4. So this one right here could not be a 4, and this one right here could not be a 4, which in normal Sudoku that doesn't, that they could be 4s in either of these. But with the king's move constraint, these ones would not be able to be 4s. Now, what this is saying is that a king's move constraint is only applied to even digits. So for 2, 4, 6, and 8, those digits cannot appear, like, you know, like I said, if this was a 4, I just gave you an example. But that's, I guess that's not true for odd digits then, which is going to be very weird. I've never seen it applied to just an odd or even like that before. So an even digit cannot repeat a king's move away from itself. Cells connected by an X sum to 10. All possible X's are given. Oh, okay. So this is one I haven't really solved a ton of puzzles with this. So this is what we would call a negative constraint then. So I think, right? I think this is called a negative constraint. So we have to imagine then, if we get like a 7 right here, none of these can be a 3 around it, because these would add up to 10. And this is saying that all given X's, or all possible X's are given. So if one of these was a 3, we would have already seen an X here. The puzzle creator would have put an X in there. So that's weird. Okay, so that means there's only one set of 2 digits next to each other that add up to 10, which is kind of crazy. A white dot connects 2 consecutive digits. Not all possible dots are given. Okay, so that we don't have that issue. Okay, so this is going to be very interesting then. I have no idea how I'm going to get started on this one, but let's go ahead and restart the puzzle, restart the timer. This was a long intro because I had to talk a lot about Daniel Naroditsky here, but of course this does have king's moves and knight's moves in honor of him with some chess stuff. So let's see. 17, the only way to add up to 17 is 9 and 8, right? So with 9 and 8 in there, what does that suggest? Well, we don't know anything about that yet. 15 is going to be 9 and 6 or 7 and 8. So that's going to be important. So if this was, does that suggest that this dot is a low digit? When I say low, I don't mean like less than 5. I just mean like it can't be 7, 8, or 9, right? No, it could be 7, 8, right? Yeah, because that could be 6, 9. This could be 7, 8. Okay, there's like nothing to look at there. But okay, so that's important though. Now, 8 and 9 here really doesn't limit this too much. Just means it can't be 1, 9 or 2, 8. But there's still 3. Well, okay, so it's 3, 7 or 6, 4. Can't be 5, 5. Okay, so it's kind of limited. It's interesting. Okay, so with a 7 here, I mean, there's a few digits that could go in there. It could be a lot of things. There's a lot of options with 9s as well. So we might have to do a lot of coloring on this one. Possibly because we have sort of an odd even parity thing. So this one might be difficult to do. So let's look at the rules again. So we have digits in box 5 must not see a digit of the same parity and knights move away. Now, what is the range? So this one could... Okay. So theoretically, if we knew all the digits in the middle, we could get like an odd even thing going all the way around this, which is interesting. That we would be able to tell odd or even. Because once we, like, if we had this here as like a 1 or something, we would know that these would have to be even. But that's not really, doesn't tell me a ton yet, I feel like, but I feel like we're gonna have to do some coloring here. Okay, let's see. So, for example, if we knew what digit went here, we would know that this would be odd or even, which these two are either both even or both odd. So, like, that would tell us what this one is, but we don't have that yet. I don't feel like I can do anything with the 7 or the 9, right? Because the 7 could be 1, 6, the 7 could be 2, 5, it could be 3, 4, so it's got 3 different possibilities, and I don't see any reason yet to be able to do that. So where do we start then? Like, let's just say we got to start coloring things. Where would I even start with that? I don't have any idea. All possible X's are given. So knowing that this is 8 or 9, does that do anything for me? I don't think so. I'm trying to think. I mean, okay, so like, it doesn't tell me anything because like we know that like one of these can't be a 1 and one of them can't be a 2, but we don't know which one. It doesn't matter because it could go the other one. If this is a 9, this can't be a 1 because that would be adding up to 10 and all possible X's are given, but the 1 could still go here then, or vice versa, depending on 8, 9, 1 and 2, whatever. So I don't see how we can use the X, all possible X's are given. I don't see how we can use that yet. Okay, I need to think then. What do we do here? I might need to edit this out because I don't want to waste your guys' time too much here. Without having any way to get started, I'm stumped. Let me think. First thing I'm thinking, though, is that because we have the white dots, we know that, like, one of them is going to be odd and one of them is going to be even because they're consecutive digits. Like, we know one of these is odd and one of these is even, but we don't know which, you know. We wouldn't be able to color these the same thing because we don't know. We don't know if, you know, if one's even, one's odd, we can't color them the same things. We don't know which one represents odd, which one represents even. Oh, maybe that is where we start, though. So now we know that this would have to be... This one would have to be red. So this would have to be blue. Okay. So these would all have to be blue. Oops. Not you. Hold on. So if this one's red... hold on. So that applies within the cell too, right? Like this one here can't. Let me just think about this. Must not see a digit. Yeah, no. Okay, so yeah, no. This completely. So these are all blue. Now that we know that those are all blue. These ones are in the box, so the ones that are a knight move away from you, these ones are all red. Oops, I keep on highlighting the one that I'm on there. Okay, so yeah, so it'd be all these ones. So all you guys are red. All right, now we have 2 more reds in the box, so we can highlight the knight moves away. I did that right? Hold on. Yeah, so red, it would be here, here. Okay. You guys are all blue. Off of this red one. It would be all of these ones are blue. Okay. So this is sort of an odd and even pattern. As you can see, this one is blue, but we don't know what that is yet. And yeah, that doesn't, these are not going to touch these ones. So, I mean, in the 7 region, we're going to know which one's odd and even in there. Now, we have 4 digits here. There was an odd... Hold on. There's an even digit constraint. A king's move... No, that's only the digit itself. Right. That's not saying that an even digit can't be next to an even digit. That would not make sense, I don't think. Now, we have 4 blues and 3 of these. So this one right here, which we got from one of them, sees this. So this one has to be a red one. And this one, yeah, so this one's blue. Okay, so blue is odd. Right, so blue is odd now. So that means this is red, this is red, this is red, this is red. Hold on. Are these blue then? Because they're... Yeah, that's blue. Okay, these are supposed to be red here. Okay, so now we're finished. Okay. So blue is going to be our evens. So this one right here is going to be 4-6. Okay, so this one is not going to be 3-7 anymore because these are both going to be even. So okay. All right. Oh, you know what's funny? I just realized it's kind of making a a checkerboard pattern. It's making like a chessboard, which would make sense if maybe the puzzle constructor on this one wants us to construct a chessboard. That would be a really cool thing, like to create the entire puzzle as a checkerboard, to kind of get the odd and... Well, you know, actually it makes sense then. Yeah, I get it. Because, like, not a lot of Sudoku puzzles are going to have odd and even alternate like this. So they probably made as... Because there's always going to be more odds than evens, so it's not going to be a complete... Well, it can't be a complete 1-to-1, can it? Or can it? Can it go? Can you make an entire chessboard? Probably not, right? Maybe there's like an 8x8 grid here though. That's a chessboard. That'd be interesting. But we are gonna know that this is gonna be a blue one in here. So we know that this is gonna be even now, and this one's odd. So this is 1 or 3 or 5, and this is 2, 4, 6. So it's either gonna be 1, 6, 3, 4, or 2, 5. Okay. So did I do this backwards, guys? You I did it backwards. This is 3, 7. These are odd. I said blue is even for some reason. There's more odds than evens. I literally, it's okay, guys. I can catch my mistakes. That's embarrassing though. Hold on. Wait, that is embarrassing. Okay. So this is going to be all of the evens in this column, 2, 4, 6, and 8, which means that these are going to be all odds, which means that this one cannot be even. So this one can't be 6 or 8. So this one can be 7 or 9. Oh, that means that this... No, this one can be... Because 7 and 9 is 16. 6 and 9 is 15. So this can still be 7 or 8 or 9 and 6. So that means that this is 7, 9. This is 6, 8. So this is a red one. Which makes this a blue one here. Which makes this a red one. Which makes this a blue one. Okay. Yeah, so once you get 4 reds in a row, you know the other ones are going to be blues. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. So these ones are going to be blues. Now we have 4 blues up here, which is kind of crazy. So we know one of these is a red. And we know one of the... Oh, okay. We know one of these is a red because we already have 4 blues up here, so we can't have both of these be blues. Well, no. Hold on. Back up. We don't know any of them are blues. We just know that at least one of them is a red. How do you mark that? Like this? One of these at least is a red? And if one of these is a red and... one of these is, well, we know this is red, blue. One of these is a red at least. One of these is a red for sure. That means that this one has to be a blue here. Because we would have all 4 reds. One of these is a red. These are 2. Here's 1. So this one has to be blue. So yeah, one of these actually is going to be blue. Hold on. Let me get rid of the white. So this is going to be blue-red up here, which means that both of these ones are red, which means these 3 are blue. 4 reds now here, so these ones are both blue. 5 reds here, so these 2 are both red. We already know that this is red-blue. 2, 3, 4. Oh, no, we got 4 here. Oh, nice. Okay, I could have done this probably a while ago. I didn't even see that. Yeah, no, that would have been a very obvious place to start. So we have the 4 evens in here. So this one has to be an odd. So this one's going to be our 9, and this one's going to be our 8. It's red. This one's blue. Okay, I wonder if I'm supposed to be able to put in numbers then. Okay, already. So there was oh, that means, okay, I understand now why the king's move constraint is going to be very helpful now for the even numbers. Because that would mean that these 2 can't be an 8. So one of these 2 is an 8. These ones can't be an 8. So yeah, this one can't be an 8 because it's next to an 8. Okay. Got it. Now, one of these is going to be an even, and it has to be this one, right? Because in order to add up to 9, you have to use an odd and an even digit. That's sort of the parity thing. Okay, so we know there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we can't tell. Okay, well, these two are both blue in this row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this one has to be our red, and this one has to be our blue now, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, and one of these is 5. Makes this red. This column has 4. Okay, there we go. So we did the entire grid as far as odd and even. Now that we have all the odd and even ones done, I'm definitely curious to know how we are supposed to do this. Because we got our 3, 7. We got our 9. We got our 8. Well, we know this can't be an 8. No, it can be an 8. No, it can't be an... Hold on. If this is an 8... No, this could be an 8-7 still. Yeah, this could be an 8-7, because then this could be a 6-9. Yeah, I don't know. That's possible. Okay. I thought it might have been that. Hold on. What are we supposed to do, though? One of these is an 8. Let me mark it here. So this is 2, 4, 6. We probably have to start with the even ones. I would assume our focus should be on the even ones because we have that king's move constraint, which should be limiting, and there's less digits on the red ones here. We can eliminate. We got to narrow down between a few digits here, so If we look at this 9, what could the 9 be? So it could be 8. It could probably be anything. 2, 4, 6, 8, and then it could probably just be anything. 7, 5, 3, and 1. Yeah. Okay. Let me just check. Oh, the yeah. No. I forgot about the all possible X's are given. Okay. Hold on. How does that apply to this? All possible X's are given. Right. So things next to each other cannot add up to 10. So what does that mean? That's just cells orthogonally connected to each other. So, does that really help me? I don't know how much that really helps me. Hold on. So you have the king move constraint for even digits, and you have the adding to 10 thing. So like these two right here are not going to be 6, 4. Don't know how useful that is. Okay, so out of the even digits, 8 and 2 and 6 and 4, they add up to 10. So those can't be next to each other. I don't know. But there's only like a few spots here where... Okay, so a 2 definitely goes here then. Because it can't be 4, 6. I mean, that's probably the extent of me doing that. So yeah, there's only a couple spots where that could possibly even happen. Okay, whatever digit goes here cannot go here. So a 3 or a 7 goes up here. We don't know which one. Yeah, that doesn't really help me because there's 2 spots over here it could go. So it's gonna go up here and then one of these two. That's really not helpful. Just because there would have to be an X here if this was the same digit as this. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, hold on. I gotta search around for this. I'm struggling a little bit. Yeah, the all X's are given only really applies to the areas where we have 2 of the same parity seeing each other. Like this is really all where that applies to. Which with odd digits, it's what? It's 1 and 9 and 3 and 7. I mean, you're never gonna have 5, 5 next to each other. So what's up with this string of 4 seeing each other and down here? I mean, it just means that if this is a 7, this can't be a 3. If this is a 9, this can't be a 1. But that's really all that means. Okay. Let me try to get on the right track here. I'm definitely drifting into thinking about things that are not really advancing my solve. Okay. What's the trick here? Oh, I could have already labeled this one as a red as well. Let me just do that real quick. Okay, so we know an 8 goes not in here. It doesn't really help me. Like if it's 8, could this could be 7 or 9. Again, if there's an 8 in either of these ones, then okay, the 2 goes. Yeah, but it's not that hard though to avoid them not adding up to 10. So I don't know when that's going to come into play. King's move constraint. So maybe if we know one of these 3 is an 8, it doesn't really help because like if this is an 8, that doesn't say anything about this one. What am I missing here? What am I missing here with the king's move constraint? With the even digits? What am I missing? Because we have an 8. We know one of these 2 are 8s. Either way, this one's not an 8. Whether it's here or here. We'll see that. Yeah, gotta think. It's gotta be something to do with the king's move with the even digits and probably the 8 because that's what we have. Yeah, I mean, okay. So this one can't be an 8 either. So neither of these 2 can be an 8. Because whether the 8 goes here or here, it's going to see this one. Whether it goes here or here, it's going to see this one based on the king's move. So the 8 goes here or here, but that's not very helpful. Maybe there's more there somewhere. Wait, what are you supposed to do with that? So whatever digit goes here sees these and this, so it has to be here. So we can color this like yellow or something. And whatever goes there goes here. We already have them written down as 2, 4, 6 though. But these are all the same digits. Which is like, okay, cool, but... So that would be the same thing down here then. This digit is this digit. Oh, so this right here is going to be a 6 or an 8. And these are the same. Okay, I'm going to have a... I got to keep them red, I feel like. So I can see that they're red. I don't know. Maybe I can get rid of the red coloring on them. Just so I can see them. So these are the same digit. And that means that this is the same as well. So this is 6 or 8. So this one would see all these. So that means that this is the same. Oh, and then the 8 sees that. So that means that this one can't be an 8. So this is a 6. So all these ones are going to be 6s. Which makes this one a 9. Up to 15. So now this one can't be a 6. This one can't be a 6. Well, these ones can't be 6s. This sees this. This sees this. So this would have to be a 6 here. Because we know that's a 2, 4 now. Okay, so... So this is the other of the 2, 4. And we can give this one a purple label. Okay, let's maybe get, oops. Maybe get rid of the coloring on these. Oh, this is so annoying. I feel like I should... Okay, this is the same as this, which is the same as this, which is the same as this. Let's give these a yellow coloring. This is going to be a different color. This is going to be purple. And this would have to be purple as well. So this is 2, 4. So all of a sudden, this became 8 here. Because there's only one more spot for 8 to be in there. So in case you guys are wondering, why am I saying that this one's purple? Because this purple sees this one by King's move. And this one by obviously being on the same one. So so then this one's purple here. So this one is now down to being 2, 4. Which would make this one either 7 or 5. Okay, so that's 5, 7. Yeah. Okay. Trying to think, can we do any more of this thing? Okay, so 2, 4 sees that, so... Okay, but that's fine. So it can't be 6 anymore. So this is one of the 2 4s, but do we know which one it is? Yeah, we know this one's purple because it's in the same column as this. Okay, so we can see that. So one of these is 2 4. We already know one of them's a 2. And the other one could be 4, right? It could be 2 4 right there. This is 6 8. Maybe. Wait, we have 8 here now. Because now that we know this is a purple, because these two couldn't be purple, so this is purple. Now we know that this one's an 8 here. So now we know that this one's the yellow one. We should give this a color. Give you like pink. No, that's too close to purple. Give you red, I guess. You're the original reds. Okay. I know we've eliminated the chess checkerboard pattern, so it's no longer a chessboard anymore. I wanted it to stay a chessboard, but this is helping me visualize this a lot more easily. Okay, so it's just the king move. Eventually, once we start getting the odd numbers in there, we got to think about the knight's move in here. But for now, it's fine. The knight's move was mostly for parity, I think. Well, actually, no. No, the knight's move was only for parity. It's not for the same digit. Right. Okay. Actually, hold on. Is this one yellow for sure now? This one is a 6. Okay. These 2 4. Oh, both the 2 4s see these. That's funny. Both the 2 4s see these two by king's move. So now we know that this is a 2 4, which would make this one is going to be our 6 now. This is going to be our 8. That puts an 8 up here. This one now becomes purple. And this one now has to be 6 because now that this is purple. Well, actually, whatever. Okay. Either way, I'm figuring it out, guys. I am figuring this out. So this is 2 4. Okay, 2 4 in here. I don't think I can say which one's which yet. 8 now has to go here. So now this one has to be a 7. I just realized we have the 9 here now. So yeah, so this is a 7. That might be important. Maybe. This is a 2 4. This is now no longer a 6. So that means this is no longer a 1. This is now 3 5. Okay. Okay, one of these is an 8. The other's 2 4. One of these is a 6. In fact, this one is now a 6. Hold on. That's important because that means that this one is now a 5 or a 7. Now we have a pair in this column. This is now a 5-7 pair. Here. Do we know where the 8's going to go yet? We do. The 8 goes here, which means that this is now an 8. Okay. So those are 8s. Then this one's a 2 4, which means that this one's purple, which means this one's yellow, which means this one's purple, which means this one's purple. Wrong color. Hold on. Which means this one's yellow. Which means this one's yellow. So this one has to be our 8 now. Okay. By the way, this one's yellow because we have yellow here and here. So now this one's purple, right? So now this is okay. Do we have all the 8s yet? Yes. What about 6s? We have all the 6s? Yes. Okay. So we got all the 6s and 8s. This one has to be a yellow now. Okay. So that helped me a lot. Oh, now that we have this, we can probably do our other all possible X's are given. So for these ones, for example, this one can't be a 2. So this has to be a 4. So yeah, so now all of our yellow ones are now 4s. All the purple ones are 2s. And that X constraint, all possible X's are given, that should, well, that's, now we're done with the even digits entirely. But now this gives us an odd digit. Okay, this gives us an odd digit here, an odd digit here. This is a 7, so this has to be a 3. Okay, so, okay, that's good. Now we can start thinking about odd digits not adding up to 10 next to each other. Oh, this is a 5. Okay. Which, I mean... Okay, this can't be a 3 because it's next to a 7. So the negative X constraint means that can't be a 3. There's a 3 here, so this can't be a 3. There's a 3 here, so this one can't be a 3. That means that this is a 3. Which means that in the middle, this is a 3. 3, 3. So one of these two is a 3. One of these two is a 3. All right. This one can't be a 1. That's not that important. Well, I mean, I guess we could say this is, since it's not a 1, 7, 9, it's a 3, 5, I guess. Because it can't be next to it. And 1 can't be next to the 9 there. I did say whatever's here is going to go up here. Okay, hold on. What other information do we have on here? So this is 915. Well, hold on. Right here we have probably 1 and 5, I'm assuming. So let's put those in. This is a 9-1. So maybe we got to focus on 7s. So 7's here. So there's a 7 in one of these two. There's a 7 in one of those two. This one can't be a 7 because it's next to a 3. So this is a 7. So what are these digits? 1 and 9. Okay. All right, let's see if I can finish this before the hour's up. I'm actually solving this relatively quickly compared to how I normally solve them. 7 here and here means one of these is a 7. Can I do anything with that? This is now a 1-5. Well, this is a 1-5 too, right? This is, yeah. This is 1-5, 1-5. Okay. Where should I be looking? So it's got to be with the digits we already have, right? Yeah, the knight's move thing is only... Well, that wouldn't even matter anyway. I just realized I was worried that, like, we have to make sure that the knight's move are not the same digit. But that's, first of all, that's not even true. Secondly, it was just only about parity. Right? So it just can't see a digit of the same parity. And that automatically means it won't be the same digit as it. So we already have it taken care of. So the knight's move has nothing to do with anything else anymore. We've already figured that out. King's move doesn't apply to odd digits. So literally this is just Sudoku at this point. And I need to figure out... Well, it's not just Sudoku. It is the sum to 10 thing. It's the X sum to 10. So this one can't be a 7. Huh. Right. So if we have a 9, there can't be a 1 next to it. If we have a 7, there can't be a 3. Those are the only two constraints. 9s can't be next to 1s, and 7s can't be next to 3s. That's it. So one of these is a 3. 3, 7. This is 1, 5, 9. This is 1, 5, 9. Well, all of these are 1, 5, 9. So let's just start putting digits in everywhere, and maybe I'll see something that sticks out to me. But you would think it has to be off of what I have already put in there. There's no king constraint on odd digits. This we know can't be a 3 or a 7. So this is now 1, 5, 9. Well, it can't be a 9, so it's a 1, 5. Oh, there we go. 1, 5 and 1, 5 in this column. So the other digits we have are 3, 7, and 9. We don't have any 9s. So this one can be all of them. This can be 3, 7, 9. This can only be 7, 9, and this can only be 3, 9. Let me just make sure. Yeah, I mean... Let's see. So, okay. No, this doesn't really help me. Hold on. So 5 and 7 are going to go in these 3, but then we have to have a 1 or a 9 in them as well. No, I don't see it. I don't see what to do next. This is 1, 5, 9. Oh, so in this column, where can the 3 go? 3 couldn't go in any of these because of in the box already. So the 3 has to go up here. So yeah, this is just a 3 there. Okay, that's what I was missing. No, see, it's just Sudoku at this point. And unfortunately, we don't know whether the 3 goes here or here yet. Okay, so these are 7, 1, 5. Oops. 7, 1, 5. This one can't be a 5 actually, so it's a 1, 7. Yeah, this could be a 3 or a 5 still. So it's 1, 3, 5. So where's 7 go in this column? Yeah, 7 has to go here in this column. Actually, I could have seen that in this box. Okay. Okay, 7's here or here. Okay, I mean, this is just Sudoku. At this point, it's just, can I use the information I have with this all possible X's are given? Can I use that information to finish this? This is just showing you guys my very limited Sudoku skills here, but I would not blame you guys for skipping to the end to see when I solve this. I solved, the interesting part of the puzzle. Yeah, so here's what I'll say at this point. We got the interesting part of the puzzle done. And I will say my thoughts on this puzzle so far is that this is incredible. Very interesting with the king and knight move with the different parity constraints on them. I thought that was very unique. I really liked it. Now, I might just be a little bit slow here to finish. So here we go. 3, 7. So 9 is here or here. Nine is here or here. What does that mean? Nothing really. I just don't know. What are we supposed to do with this X? Are we supposed to have already gotten this? Maybe not. 3, 9, 1. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm just a little slow here to finish this. Okay, 7s. I know one of these is a 9. Doesn't really help me. Yeah, I don't get what I'm supposed to be doing here. This is like extra. This is like almost too complicated here at the end. Like, I wish there was just an easy way to like finish this. Like, the interesting part is done. Oh, well, I don't see it. This is just Sudoku, right? So this is going to be 159. Oh, so this one can't be 3 or 7. Right, because I said whichever one goes here has to go in one of these two. So that's 3 or 7 here. And the reason why it has to go in one of these two is because it can't go in any of these 3. It can't go here because there would need to be an X here. There's not an X. So I said this earlier. But that means it would be forced into one of these two. And if this can't be a 3 or 7, then this is a 3 or 7. But couldn't this still be a 3 or 7 as well, right? Like, if this was a 3, This would be a 3. One of these two would be a 3. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. How are you supposed to solve this, man? Like I'm not good enough at these puzzles to be able to figure this out. This is seriously just annoying. Like, what are you supposed to do? Like, what are you actually supposed to do here? Am I just completely overlooking, like, an obvious thing? Like, nothing here seems obvious to me. If we look at 3s... One of these is... We know one of those is a 3. We know one of those is a 3. This doesn't make any sense. It's just... It's not that... It can't be the 10 rule, right? 9s can't be next to 1s. Is that what I'm missing? No, because we don't have any 9s yet. Or we don't have any 1s. We have 1 9 down here. We already eliminated this one as being 1. Dude, I like that. This is so hurting my brain right now. I'm actually getting just pissed off. Like I'm actually just I'm done with this now. Like I'm gonna pause the video. I'm just gonna look up the answer. Like I don't care, guys. Thank you for watching the video. I'll finish this one on my own. I think I'm just gonna end it here. Like I've just been sitting here for the past 10, 15, 20 minutes, literally getting nowhere. Okay, I'm getting worked up. I'm actually getting worked up. Okay, let's pause. Let's... Alright guys, I am back from watching Simon's video from Cracking the Cryptic. See, this is why I only choose to play puzzles that I see on their channel, because when I get stuck, I can just watch their video on the solution. So, this is the solution to the puzzle. That is the reason why I got stumped here for like 20, 30 minutes, whatever it was. Also, I forgot to hit the pause button while I was watching the solution video. So the timer just kept running up this entire time. Okay, so I jumped ahead in Simon's video and I looked and I was like, why does he have one of these marked as being a 5? How does he know that one of these is a 5? How does he know that this is not a 5? So the reason is because one of these has to be a 5, because if it wasn't, then this would be a 1-9 pair, and 1-9 adds up to 10, and that's not good. You can't have that. So that means this one can't be a 5 anymore. Okay. Now, Simon did something really, really crazy. Oh, wait a minute. I just realized something. No. Never mind. Okay, so here's what he did. This was insane. So Simon in his video said that there was that this one right here could not have been a 5. Why did he say that? Because in this column, now that you know that one of these is a 5, neither of these can be a 5. So the 5 goes either here or here. So let's highlight those with some color. Sure. It's either here or here. In fact, let's get rid of the blue just real quick. It goes either here or here in this column. Now, where's the 5 go in this column? Well, it can't go here and it can't go here. So it can also only go here or here. So let's also mark that with this color. So now you can see this is sort of an X-wing pattern. So what does that mean? That means that this one right here cannot be a 5. Because no matter which arrangement you put the 5s here, this one can no longer be a 5. Well, isn't that nice? Because that means that this is a 3. Listen, I'm sorry, but there was not in a million years would I see an X-wing like that. Just, it would never happen. So neither of these can be a 5. So what does that mean? that means it's... This one is what? It could still be a 7, right? So 197, I guess. This could still be a 7 here too, I think. Yeah, I don't know. We can also get rid of the coloring. But that just that's tough to see. So now this one can't be a 7 anymore. So now one of these two has to be a 7. I don't know how that's going to come into play yet. So that's all I watched, by the way. I only saw that little explanation. That this is now a 3. Does that even help with anything? I mean, this 3 means that in this box, one of these has to be a 3, right? Oh, so now this is a 3-9 pair. So this can no longer be 7. So this is now our 7. Yeah, this can't be a 7 anymore. Because this is a 3-9 pair. Okay. So that means that this is a 1-5 now. Now this one can't be a 1. Or this one. So this one's a 1-5 pair. Hold on. Okay, so this is a 1-5 pair. There's no 9 in here anymore. Now this one is a 9. Right. So yeah, I mean, now everything should just come together. So this should be a 7. No, this could be a 3 still. Right, this is 379. 379, 37. This one can't be a... No, it could be a 1, right? No, okay. Okay. So this is a 3-9 pair here. So if this is a 3, this is a 3, this is a 3. Oh, 7. That just takes care of this. Never mind. My bad. My bad. This is a 3 now. This is a 3. This is a 3. This is a 9. Okay. Neither of these can be 9s anymore. So that makes one of these two a 9. This 3 makes this a 9. Makes this a 7. This one's no longer a 7. 1-5 here. Means this one is a 3. 1-5, 1-5. This one is now a 9. This one can't be a 9 anymore, which makes this one a 9 up here. This, by the way, this is a 7. This is a 1. Let's see. That makes this a 7 here. So this is a 1 here. This is a 5 now. These ones can't be 5. This one is a 5. That means this one is a 1. This one is a 5. 1919. This is a 5. This is a 1. That one means this is a 5. That means that this is a 1. That 5 means this is a 1. And this is a 5. Let's see. This can't be a 1. This is a 9 now. That means this is a 1. That means that this is a 5. This 9 means this is a 9 here. And this one is a 1. And we got to do these two up here. This one's a 1. And this one's a 5. Okay. With a little bit of help from Simon... getting that crazy X-Wing on 5s. Like, the fact that you can eliminate this from being a 5, it's insane. Like, I don't know if there was an easier way. The way that Simon did this one, like, tell me, if you guys solved this one on your own, did you guys have to do the same thing with the X-Wing with the 5s? Because that was insane. I don't know how he found that. I guess I did forget about this up here. I forgot that this one could not be a 1-9. That was hard to see that one of these two had to be a 5, because otherwise it would have to be a 1-9. You can't have that. That was insanely difficult. I definitely want to look at the comments on his video and see how people did on it. This was a tribute, of course, to Daniel Naroditsky. I got super pissed off there at the end. The fact that we got through all the interesting parts of the puzzle, and then we got down to this end part, and it was really hard. That kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Like, I didn't really enjoy I didn't really enjoy let's actually take a moment to make this a checkerboard pattern. Or let's make it the chess pattern. I didn't really oops. That's not what I meant to do. We salted again. I didn't really enjoy that ending at all. I thought it kind of sucked. Here we go. Here's our chessboard pattern. Yeah, no, I mean, I thought the beginning was absolutely fun and cool to figure out. And I actually did it in a decent amount of time. I was actually trying to solve this in under an hour. No, I didn't technically solve it in under an hour. Technically, I didn't really solve it myself at all. I gave up on it, but like I got really frustrated there, and like, man, I did not enjoy that. It's just way too advanced of a tactic for me to see in this. I tried my best though. Yeah, I mean, I guess I wish there was like something in the puzzle to make that last section like a little bit easier. Like once you got, I wish that everything kind of filled out easily at the end instead of like Simon got stuck. It looked like even there for a second, but anyway, we got it. So this was a puzzle for Daniel, and it was interesting. It was a good puzzle. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know how you guys did on it. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys next time.